Hello everyone, I'm Tremayne, and thank you for watching this video. If you haven't done so, please take a minute to subscribe. If you have subscribed, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Please hit that like button, because every time you hit that like button, it lets YouTube know this is a good video for soap fans so they can become soap fan. Now, once again, we have Nancy Lee Grahn, who has said something on social media that has gotten her into a little bit of trouble. And fans are really upset, because this time she's talking about John Callahan, who just died at age 66. He was on All My Children, and also she worked with him on Santa Barbara. Now, most celebrities like Sarah Michelle Gellar, Kelly Ripa, lots of different people have been posting online. Even Eva LaRue, his ex-wife, who co-starred with him on All My Children, has said good things about him. And Nancy is the first person to not say something good. It says, "While I worked with John and am sad about his passing, I also mourn the many atmosphere players who confided in me that he exposed himself to them. And when I reported it, no one did anything." And that's in big letters. "Some will say now is not a good time. I will argue it's never a good time." So this has had fans divided in my soap group. Lots of people have commented on this. Like, I'm gonna point out a few comments. Sean says, "But like Nancy once said, all lives matter." Another thing that was controversial that, I don't agree with, that all lives do of course matter. But in that moment in time, Black Lives Matter movement was about something altogether different. It wasn't saying other lives don't matter. It was saying these people, our people, my people, are being hurt and targeted and killed, and things aren't being done when these murders happen as if they don't matter. It was it had nothing to do with other lives not mattering. But we're here to talk about her now, talking about John. And so that's another controversial thing she said. Harold said, "Yikes, she is forever starting shit." Jermaine said, "This is totally uncalled for." Harold replied, "I agree. I thought from the last shitstorm she created that she would have learned." Fred, good buddy Fred, said, "I love you, Nancy, but now is not the time. Whatever sins he did, he has to answer for it to the higher power now." Ethel said, "Nancy, I know you know better, and now is not the time." Donald said, "Nancy is working on her memoir. Plus, she should have learned when Black Twitter shut her down when she tweeted about Viola Davis' historic speech at the Emmys years ago." Another time that I did not agree with Nancy. Even though I love her character Alexis Davis on General Hospital, and I love the character in Santa Barbara, her views can be all over the place. She's like right on that borderline before I stop giving a damn, but I do understand most of the time she's coming from a good place, or she doesn't understand where other people are coming from, but hopefully she figures it out. But Larry said, "That was the end of it for me with her." Donald said, "I do not pay Nancy any mind at this point." Lisa says, "What?" I can't say that word. Jermaine said she's talking sexual. And then okay, so let me skip some of what Lisa said, and then I'll just go to, "Being a Jewish woman, someone should have instilled in her that speaking ill of the dead is unforgivable. Also invokes the evil eye. Says she disappoints me again. Thanks for the clarification, soap fan friend." Okay, I had to skip some of the other stuff she was saying. We have some more replies. Like I said, and join my Facebook group. The Soap Fam is a great place. If you love spoilers, we're always, giving out spoilers there. We're also always, just putting like classic clips from shows on, pictures, different things, and of course lots and lots of soap talk. And I try to make sure I moderate, make sure that people aren't getting real nasty and mean. If I see people making mean comments or whatever, I let them know. We don't do that here. You do that in other groups. But you'll find a link in the description box to come directly to our SoFam group. We're almost at 500 members on Facebook. So we are at 470 members, so 30 more members, and then we're going to be doing lives within the SoFam group. But yeah, we have so many messages which I can't repeat. Laura says it seems like they brought it up when she was alive and it was ignored. Crazy situation. She kind of said it wrong. She should have said when he was alive. They brought it up and they didn't do anything. Lisa says, so my guess is this was an ongoing problem with him. The complaints were swept under the rug. Where have we heard that before? I wish she hadn't addressed this now, or at least until she had people on the record who were willing to back up the incidents. Whole thing is sad. Leanna Parker just says she's confused. I thought he had they're talking about something else I can't talk about. Lisa Dabbs says, go Nancy. And this is me moderating on the spot. So someone responded in a way that I don't approve of, and I will remove this comment and let the viewer know that's not allowed. Let the member know that's not allowed. Because you speak to somebody with, like, you got some common sense. Don't be a troll. Even if you don't agree with the person, don't troll. Not in my group. Yo, I swear, I don't like her. You're right. The right time would have been a week or two before he died, a few years before he died. I can't say. Call him say. Another friend of mine. If you want to hear the comments like uncensored, because I'm skipping around words. Just said ouch. Now here we go. Someone my co-host, Cable, he said, we are judging, but put yourself in her position. She knows about who and what he really was from his victims. While America's mourning and saying all these wonderful things about him, she is stuck with the voices of others' cries about how he was the total opposite. She is speaking up for the ones that can't speak for themselves, and if it's true, I do applaud her. Okay. So I knew. So Tremayne replied to Cable's comment saying, now was not the time for that, in my opinion. If it wasn't going to be mentioned when he was alive and able to defend himself, then what is the point of it now? The man has a daughter who just started mourning him. It's not fair to have her hear something about the man that she most likely adored. Not only that, but she's speaking on it from a second-hand knowledge, meaning she doesn't even know that it's 100% true. She's wrong any way you want to look at it. Cable responded to this, and he said, Tremayne, when is the time? It's easier to say it's not the time when you aren't the victim. I know if any sexual predator dies that hurt me or people I love, I'm not waiting to shed some truth to the world. Whew. And they're off. Tremayne says the time ain't as soon as the man ain't here to defend himself. The time would have been when you can actually hold him accountable. Cable says, sorry, I have no sympathy for the people like him, especially since I have been through the same thing, which we've also talked about on the show. I'll end with these three comments because they go on and on, because now here's my comment. Jermaine says, Cable, I have no sympathy for predators, but I'd hate for someone to accuse me of something when I'm not here to defend myself, and I'm sure you wouldn't like it either. My sympathy is for the daughter, though. She shouldn't have to hear this right now. Cable says, Jermaine, I get what you're saying, but at the end of the day, the victim she knows can't speak because I guess they passed on. Who speaks for them? I don't think the victim passed on, but time has passed, and, you know, she didn't keep up with him. And then Sean says, just give his family a day. He has a daughter. Let her have a day. I agree. If he did something wrong, speak up. But coming from Nancy, I give it side eye. And if it was important that she couldn't wait, she would have said it yesterday instead of downplaying other people's pain on her other tweets. Now, I haven't seen her other tweets, but this tweet will be up on this video. And I'm going to say this because I just said so many people's comments, it wouldn't be fair not to say what I commented on the subject. So, this is what I wrote. Think of it this way. Imagine Harvey Weinstein dying before the allegations became public. Yes, there would be people that would be saying good things about him because of his status and the work he's done. However, imagine all of the women that would be like, if you only knew. Some may have even spoken on it despite others saying good things about him. As fans, we love the characters, which translates to love for the actors, as if we really know who the real person is, and not the public persona. Think about all the celebrities we thought we knew until we found out that they weren't like, until we found out what they were like when nobody was looking. So that was my response, and so I'm pretty much on Cable's side with this one. And then, you know, people responded to, you know, what I said, you know, so I'm going to end it here because I can keep reading and reading and reading. The comments continue to go on and on because there's more comments based on what I said. Now people responding to what I said. Cable responding to what I said. And if you want to see it, just join our group. It's free. It's just, you know, request to be a member. I approve you. There you go. So I'm going to end this video now. I didn't really mean for it to be this long, but I think this is a good debate. And I would love to see you in the comment section for this video to also talk about, do you think Nancy was right for bringing to light things he's done in the past that people may not have known about? Or do you think that for the family, she should have let it go? So, thanks for watching. I'm Phoenix Tremayne, and I will catch you in the next video.